Imagine for me, if you will, lifting something up over your head to put it away. Maybe some dishes, maybe some cleaning supplies or storage tubs. Now, can you lift them over your head? Is it easy or hard? How do your shoulders feel when you perform this movement? How does your back feel? Does it feel strong? Weak, maybe? This is a very common movement, and you want to make sure you can continue doing it for years to come without injury. Now, the overhead press is a great exercise that will enhance your shoulder mobility, strengthen your arms, back, and chest, and even engage your core. Let's take a look at the different variations of the overhead press and a look at proper technique to avoid injuries. Coach Cassandra here. Welcome to another video. First, let's talk about what muscles you're using. Now, if you guessed shoulders, ding, 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 you are right. Your trapezius and deltoids are your main shoulder muscles that you're going to use. But you also engage your pectorals and triceps. Now, just being upright engages your core and your lower back, and your lower body is also engaged because of the sheer weight that you're carrying. Now, if you perform the overhead press while seated, you're going to remove the lower body from the equation and really only focus on the upper body. You can perform the overhead press with a variety of equipment, such as barbell, dumbbells, kettlebells, bands, or even chains. It really depends on what you're looking for and what you have access to. Now let's start with the basic overhead press. Regardless of your equipment, you'll start with your feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, never locked. Standing up straight with your shoulders back, weight near your collarbone, hands face forward, and elbows are in. To start the movement, squeeze your abs and your glutes, tilt your head back slightly as you press the weight overhead to the ceiling. Once the weight clears your forehead, shoot your head back to neutral and keep the abs and glutes engaged. To lower, tilt your head back and out of the way and slowly lower your weight back to your collarbone. And there you have it, overhead press. Now, using a barbell or a single kettlebell will spread the weight out between both arms, so a stronger arm could help compensate for the weaker arm. Free weights, such as dumbbells or 2 kettlebells, will provide equal weight resistance between each arm. How about some variations? Like I mentioned earlier, you can perform the standard overhead press in the seated position, so you can really focus on the upper body. But you can also use the legs to help push the weight up overhead, which still definitely engages the upper body, but the focus moves a little bit to the legs in this explosive power move. Now you can change your grip to palms facing forward, 2 palms facing each other, which will still use the same muscles, just differently. You can do one arm at a time or maybe alternating between arms if you're using free weights. If you need to build up to overhead press, push-ups are a great way to increase strength and requires no weight, so you can perform them anywhere. The Turkish get-up is a wonderful exercise that engages the same muscles as the overhead press. And lastly, any kind of rowing action such as back rows will engage those shoulders and back muscles to help prepare you for the overhead press. All right, now no matter which variation you choose to do, shoulder strength is incredibly important and is a part of everyday life. Because it uses a variety of muscles from your shoulder, core, and even your lower body, it's a great full body exercise to add to your regime. Added bonus, it will even help you with your bench press, hint, hint, since that helps build the support muscles, the triceps, and the shoulders. Now, most importantly, make sure you keep that core engaged so that you protect that back and prevent injuries. Now, if you like this video and also want to help support my channel, click that like button down below and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Coming up next, we're going to talk about basics of foam rolling and also a deep dive into the chest press.